Street bends slightly to the left, I follow it without a thought. Signposts pass but don't insist, they offer more than what they want. Windows down just half an inch, night air slides into the car. I don't set a destination, still I know where we are. I'm not searching for a mark, I'm not counting what I miss. I just read the way things lean and adjust to it. I don't need a final point to keep moving where I'm headed. Every turn explains itself if I let it. I don't trace the whole route out, I don't ask what's coming next. I stay open to the direction that makes sense. Lane narrows, then it opens up. Traffic fades to almost none. I slow down at the yellow light, not because I have to run. Familiar blocks, unfamiliar feels. Same streets, different route. I don't follow memory, I follow what I see. I don't need a final point to know I'm not off track. Every signal lines itself once I stop pulling it back. I don't chase a clearer sign, I don't force the frame to fit. I trust the way the road responds when I move with it. No destination, still alive. Wayfinding.
Something just shifts, no sound, no sound to track it down. Something just shifts in the frame, same motion, different aim. Light changes on the glass, not brighter, just aligned. Room feels wider than before, nothing left behind. I don't check what cars that change, I don't look for proof. It's the way the air responds that tells me it's moved. Something just shifts, that's enough. I don't need to follow up. Something just shifts out of you. Still I know what to do. If I name it, it will fade. If I chase it, it will go. Some cues only work at all when you let them show. Something just shifts, I don't stop. I don't mark the exact spot. Something just shifts and I stay ready for what comes next. It may resonate. Still
Speed settle just under the limit. Engine tone evens out. Hands rest where they always do. Without checking them now. Streetlights match the spacing. Brave files exit return. I don't count the seconds passing. I don't just a frame. When I stop correcting motion, everything aligns. I stay in sync with choir until no signal needed view. Now stay in sync with what's tonight. Settle sound and movement, settle sound and movement, louder, 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 louder. Settle sound and movement, settle sound and movement. Lane markers glide beneath me, same rhythm, same reply. Radio stays where I left it, not ahead, not behind. I don't lean into the moment, I don't step away. What's moving, stay connected just by staying in its place. I stay in sync, that's how it holds. Nothing drifting out of range. I stay in sync across the line. Every motion keeps its shape. Still aligned, stay in sync.
「 pushes me to act. Screen responds a half beat late, I notice that and stay intact. Auto fades without a sound. No alert, no change in light. Just says that what I do, it is again tonight. Manual mode. Manual mode, back in view. Every motion feels like mine. Manual mode, not precise, just aware of every line. Steering wheel feels slightly firm, grip adjusting settles in. I don't test the range of motion, I don't question where I've been. Music drops a single layer, room feels wider than before. Nothing's taking over now, I'm the one it's moving for. If I let it run itself, it would still be fine. But I like the weight of choice when it's quiet. Manual mode, holding steady, not a shift, just a return. Manual mode, in my hands, every movement has a start. Still moving. Manual mode. Manual mode.
Still moving, foot on the ground. Not chasing speed, just not slowing down. Still moving, nights pass by. Nothing pulling me to stone, nothing asking why. Crosswalk clear, sign stays green. Late bus hums, then disappears. Phone stays dark in my pocket. No one waiting, nowhere near. I don't check the time again. I don't trace where I've been. Street repeats the same 2 blocks. Still my steps don't break their rhythm. Still moving, same direction. Not because I planned it out, just no reason for correction. Still moving, frame stays wide. I let the road decide the pace, and I stay inside. If I stop to name the moment, it would already pass. So I let it keep unfolding at the speed it has. Still moving, that's enough. Not a push, not a rush. Still moving, clear and calm. Everything that needs to happen happens while I'm gone. Steps repeat, engine low. Still moving.
Screen stays dark a little longer, no vibration in my hand. Icons wait without a number, nothing asking where I am. Street hold still between the lights, crosswalk timer doesn't start. I don't feel the empty seconds, I just let them pass. Between the places I remain, nothing new, nothing changed. Time keeps moving out of view. I'm standing between updates. Cafe glass reflects my face, same expression softer now. I don't check the feed again, it would break the calm somehow. Music keeps a steady line, not ahead, not falling back. Everything can send me thin without a prompt to react. If the world refreshes soon, it can wait a little more. The space only holds its shape when I don't ask it for more. Between updates, I can feel what gets lost when things reveal. Not a pause, not a break, just a moment.
Nothing sharp in how it bends. Every edge feels right. Headlights trace a steady arc. Buildings stretch then fall away. What felt busy minutes ago now arranges itself. Oh, I don't slow to smooth it out. I don't try to keep it neat. When the motion stays continuous, it cleans itself. Everything moves in smooth lines. No corners pulling me back. I don't tighten how it flows. Let it stay intact. Nothing asking to be fixed, nothing forcing me to choose. I keep moving through the frame along smooth line. Street signs passing even rows, same spaces, same reply. Reflections drift across the glass and quietly align. Radio hum stays underneath, not in front, not pushed aside. Every layer finds its place without a guide. Everything moves in smooth lines. That's the shape, but I'm inside. Nothing breaks the continuity. Nothing cuts the right. I don't trace where it began. I don't ask how far it goes. I stay present in the motion as look into you. Lines keep moving, still smooth.
Neon spills across the glass. Red meets blue, then turns to gray. Reflections stack without a sound. Nothing asks them to behave. Footsteps pass, a lap goes by. Engine hum returns in layers. Not one signal stands alone. They overlap, but don't collide. Chromatic noise in soft control. Not too much, but not alone. Every color keeps its place. Every sound stays in its zone. Street signs glow in different tones. None of them compete. I don't sort what reaches me. I let it settle at my feet. Music bleeds into the night. Voices fade then reappear. Nothing sharp enough to cut. Nothing blurred enough to fear. If I mute it all again, I lose the depth it brings. Some texture only shows itself when everything's in. Chromatic noise, holding shape. Not a mess, just wide awake. I don't filter what arrives. I don't push it out of frame. Every layer stays connected, all the same. Colors breathing. Colors breathing. Chromatic noise.
Turn comes up, I take it clean. No pause in my hands. Mirror checks itself before I think to glance. Yellow holds and clears to green. I don't count the phases. Every move arrives on time and stay. No second guess. I don't rewind. Decision lands the first time. No second guess.
enough, I slide without delay. Brake lights flare, 2 cars ahead, I'm already on the way. Radio cuts between the bars, volume doesn't change. Everything that need responds the same. No second guess, that's the flow. I don't check what I already know. No second guess, clear and fast. The moment moves and I'm no second guess, still moving.
Seat leans back just a little. Road sound turns into air. Hands stay open on my lap, like I'm not steering anywhere. Lines move past without direction, not fast, not slow. I don't track the distance, I just let it go. I'm carried, not pushed ahead. Something else is doing the work instead. I'm carried through the night. I don't ask where, I just ride. Street light glow drifts across, then slips behind the frame. Every sound feels borrowed, none of it needs my name. I don't lean into the moment, I don't pull away. It keeps moving under me, all I do is stay. If I tried to take control, it would break the calm. Some things only carry you when you stay loose in their arms. I'm carried, that's the feel. Nothing sharp, nothing to reveal. I'm carried, out of time, still awake but not deciding. Still moving, still moving, still moving, still carried. Still move, still move, still moving.
Speed or steady on the dial. Lane change your lanes without delay. Signal clicks, my hand responds like it already knew the way. Mirror clear, timing fits. No correction in my grip. Every small adjustment ends exactly where it should. On the mark, nothing forced. Every move returns a result. On the mark, clean and clear. What I reach for meets me here. On the mark, still the same. No excess, no delay. On the mark, right in line. Every moment lands on time. Brake lights flare, then fade again. I ease and keep the space. No need to rush the open gap, it opens at my pace. Radio hits between the beats, not too loud, not too thin. Everything around me fits the window I'm in. On the mark, that's enough. I don't need to push my luck. On the mark, still intact, nothing missing, nothing cracked. Still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
Footsteps land just off the beat. Still they don't feel wrong. Streetlight spacing almost fits like a verse without a song. My breath comes in a little late, then settles where it should. I don't fix the timing now, it's already close enough. I'm not aiming for exact, I'm not trying to adjust. When I stop correcting things, they meet me halfway. It's near a line, not locked in, but it holds. I don't need the edges sharp, I just feel the shape unfold. Near a line bend, soft and slow, almost right, and that's enough. Traffic calm falls into place, not silent, just aligned. Every sound stays where it is, nothing crosses out of line. I don't scan for perfect signs, I don't count where I stand. What was drifting on its own now leans toward my head. It's near alignment, I can tell by the way it breathes. Nothing pulling out of sync, nothing asking me to lead. Near alignment, holding still, just enough to feel real. Almost meeting near alignment.
Radio clicks to silent blue. No rest left in the air. Volume rests below the line. Nothing asking to be heard. Street lights pass at even gaps. Tires roll without a trace. Every sound I used to filter leaves no residue in place. No static between the lines. What I hear is what arrives. No static, nothing bends from the source to where I am. Engine tone turns into texture, more felt than clearly known. It doesn't pull attention, it just holds me where I'm going. Outside fades the simple motion, inside stays awake and clear. Nothing crossing over, nothing breaking through from here. If I had a sound right now, it wouldn't feel out of place. This quiet isn't empty, it's already in its state. No static, holding on, not a gap I need to fill. No static, just a flow, moving forward, staying still.
Steps don't land the same each time, still they reach the mark. Corners round themselves off, nothing cuts too sharp. I hold things just enough. I hold things just enough so they don't slip away. Grip loosens when it needs to, then returns again. If I measure every moment, it would lose its shape. Some accuracy lies best when it's allowed to bend. Loose precision, that's the feel. Not exact, but always real. I don't tie
engine tone settles in. Seat hums through my back. Speed climbs without a jump. Every motion stays intact. Yeah. Street signs start to blur. Not erased, just a line. Hands know what to do next before it crosses my mind. Kinetic mode. I don't check the gauge. Moody reads the road before the numbers change. Kinetic mode. Locked but loose. Nothing forcing forward, nothing left to lose. Kinetic mode. Same control. More response in every turn than I planned or ever told. Kinetic mode. Running clean. Every signal hits on time without asking what it means. Lane opens, lane returns, headlights trace the frame. Radio drops into place like it knows the game. I don't push, I don't hold, I don't test the line. Motion carries motion once it's tuned just right. Kinetic mode. Set and gone. Every part in quiet sync by the time I know this song. Kinetic mode. Still aware. Nothing reckless in the flow, just enough to stay right there. Still rolling, no resistance. Kinetic mode.
Door closes just a moment late. Sound lingers in the hall. Elevator numbers change. I watch them, then they're gone. Foot hits ground, a breath too slow. Still it fits the pace. Everything arrives intact, just not in the same place. Half a second, that's the space where I notice what I feel. Not ahead, not behind, just enough to make it real. Signal turns, I move my hand after I decide to go. I don't miss the opening, I just enter it slower. Breath comes in and waits again before it leaves my chest. Nothing urgent in the gap, nothing left to guess. If I rush to close the space, it disappears from view. Some moments only show themselves when you let them pass through. Half a second, still enough to feel the shift inside. I don't need it lined up clean, I just let it ride. Just a moment. Half a second.
Radio drops to one clear voice. Static fades without a fight. Volume finds a middle ground. Words are right the way they're meant. Dashboard lights stay even, nothing blinking out of place. Every sound knows where to land. Nothing steps into its space. I don't need to catch the message. I don't strain to hear it through. When the noise steps out of frame, what remains comes through. Clean signal coming in, not louder, just direct. I don't filter, I don't guess. Every word arrives as it is. Ooh, as it is. Street hum falls into a line. Engine tone stays low and wide. I don't check what's overlapping. Everything's already aligned. Windows hold the night outside. Glass keeps edges clean and thin. Nothing leaking through the cracks. Nothing extra settling in. Clean signal, holding steady. No distortion in the frame. I don't chase a clearer sound. This one doesn't need a name.
Speed climbs without a sound. Engine doesn't raise its voice. Street pulls longer into view, like it already made the choice. Lights stretch thin along the road. Distance opens clean and wide. Nothing urgent in the air. Still the motion doesn't hide. Lamborghini into the pressure. I don't brace for what's ahead. When the pace stays underneath, it moves me faster instead. Quiet velocity running through me now. Not loud enough to notice, but I know it by how. Everything arrives sooner than I expected to. Nothing rushing past my sight. Still the distance moves. Markers pass at even gaps. Hands don't change their place. Breath stays low, horizon lifts. Time shortens at its base. I don't push the moment forward. I don't ask it to behave. It keeps gaining underneath without waiting. Quiet velocity, holding steady form. Not a burst, not a rise, just a longer stretch of a road. I don't need the signs to blur to feel how fast I go. Everything keeps up with me. Quiet velocity, still moving, still moving. Quiet velocity.
Speed holds where I left it. No signs telling me to change. Road keeps offering distance without asking for a name. Fuel gauge is just above the line. Clock keeps quiet on the dash. Nothing forcing an endpoint, nothing urging me to pass. I don't need the signal now. No voice calling out the time. I stay inside the motion until I say when. Not waiting for a reason, not looking for an end. I'll let the night keep moving until I say when. City thins are scattered lights, lanes grow longer in between. I don't mark the turning point, I just notice what I see. Hands stay steady on the wheel, radio breeze then fades again. Every moment stays available until I say when. If I end it too precise, it will break the shape. Some things last the way they do by not naming the exact place. I don't need the signal now. Nothing flashing me to stop. I don't rush to quiet off. I let it drive. Not waiting for a reason, not looking for an end. I let the night keep moving until I say still moving. I'll say Door closes lighter than before. I didn't pull it all the way. Air moves past my shoulder like it knows which side to take. Steps begin without a count. Flow meets me halfway.
in time. I